Because these presses are so laborious, a good idea is to just open them part way, and then what you can do is lift and slide out the card. And that means that you can test them and then slide them back in again. So let's have a little peek. Ooh, it's very exciting. What's this one? This is a plant that grows in the reserve near my house. It's pressed pretty well. It feels very dry. And I'm just loving those gorgeous little blossoms there that were kind of that lightest colour before they dried. And they have done very, very well. I don't think they're going to need any microwaving. Gorgeous. That kind of thing is fantastic for monoprinting. Okay, next one. Oh, so exciting. I think these are maple. Yeah, maple seeds. Oh, gosh, how gorgeous. They've actually dried really well. As I said before, they are quite dry when they go in, but that's just beautifully flat. And look at the texture. So, so divine. Really happy with that. And I simply adore these clusters when you spread them out. How pretty they look. Just beautiful. What's next? Oh, eucalypts. Oh, goodness. These have done gorgeously. They still do have some oily moisture in them, but you can see they're very, very thin and they are quite dry. You can see how beautifully they're flattened out. So it seems that maybe something like eucalypt leaves would do better in a press because of the oils, because of course when you heat them the oils would burn. Again, it's just a matter of experimenting. I think some leaves are going to cooperate beautifully and others are going to be a little bit more tricky. I might experiment and just put a few in the microwave and see what happens. All right, the next is a little bit of conifer. That's dried beautifully as well. Sorry, my husband was just sucking up leaves out the front here. I was just like, darling, can you be quiet? He said, sure. Anyway, the colour has held beautifully with those. Look at the green. I'm really delighted. I do think they would have a little bit more moisture in them still, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe sample, microwave a few of them. This little thing is a type of acacia, so a type of wattle, and it was just in bud. Isn't that superb? I'm loving how that's come out. This is an acacia as well. It did have a lot of leaves on it, and I'm living and learning. I would have thinned them out a little bit, although I still like the look of that. The width of it is divine. It looks very dry, but look at those. They are beyond exquisite. And then these leaves here were actually pretty much dry anyway, but the great thing is that they've flattened out gorgeously, and these would make for beautiful print work, monoprinting work, and also for perhaps some elements in the book that I'm making. What's next? It's like Christmas. Ooh. These are interesting. This was a very, very full 3D, and I didn't think that they would press this well, but they have. They look beautiful, and the colour has retained gorgeously, even the colour of the stem. Very thin. Could potentially do with a little bit of microwaving. Again, I might do some testing. And then, oh, more joy. Right, so here are water seed pods. Now they haven't fared as well as I had hoped. This one is better. They've kind of really deteriorated quite a bit. Interesting that that one hadn't. And also just more of those little maple seeds. These have flattened pretty well, but they're still very pliable. They're not dried out. And then this thing, I think, is still quite heavy and moist, but it's utterly, utterly beautiful. So maybe I could use that for printing. I'm still obsessing over this. The only thing is, of course, is that it drops a lot. Okay, I'm going to experiment with those, and I will get back to you with a few results if there's anything surprising.